Hi everybody, I'm going to be helping you work on My Music Box in your writing book, page 26 and 27. So make sure you have that open with me. I don't know if any of you have ever had a music box, but I used to have one with a little ballerina in it that used to turn and make music when I used to open it. This is supposed to sound like that music. Usually music boxes have really high music. So instead of going to C position in the middle of the piano like we usually do, I'm going to go to C position high up on the piano, so it'll sound like this. See how that sounds much higher? Pick a position for your hands that's higher up and put them in C position. Right hand, finger 1 starting on C, and left hand, finger 5 starting on C. Last week in class, we were talking about playing your 2 notes with your right hand in Cinderella's waltz. And instead of pushing down, we were imagining that the keys you're on are the diving board and the black keys are the swimming pool. And you want to jump into the swimming pool. See how my hand jumps when I do that? Jump, jump. Go ahead and try it. In My Music Box, your right hand is actually doing the same thing, except using C and E, which is a little different than Cinderella's waltz. So if you put your hand on C and E and play them at the same time, try jumping in the pool. Feel free to pause the video if you want to practice that a few times until your hand has an easy time jumping like that. Look on the page of My Music Box, look at the music, and see how many times you're actually going to do this. I count 4 on my page, 2 on page 1 and 2 on page 2. Now when you put it together, I'll play you the first line. It's going to sound like this. You can count ta, 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 and for the parts with the right hand and the left hand, you can say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and it'll help you play left hand and right hand together easier. Now don't forget, the left hand has a dotted half note when your right hand is jumping in the pool, so make sure you hold it while you jump. Just like that. Now something new on this page, we have a new symbol. If you look at the top of the first page, all the way on the left next to the yellow box that says Unit 4, it has a big long word starting with an R. It's called ritardando. And next to it, there's a short form, rit, with a little period. That symbol in music tells us to slow down. Now go ahead and write the little symbol rit with a period in the 2 blue boxes on page 2. You can pause the video and do that. Great. Now that you've written rit on page 2, let's try starting on page 2 and slowing down like this. Ta, 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 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And when you go on to the next part, ta, 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 you go back to your original speed. So for parents, whatever speed you're playing in the first line and the second line before you slow down, you return to that original speed or tempo, as we call it in music, in bar 9 and continue like that until you get to your next rit. Now you might notice that the end of this piece does not have a stop sign. Take a look on your page. There is no stop sign at the end. This is because when you open a music box, the music just keeps on playing and playing and playing until you close the music box. So you get to pick how many times you want to play this until you want to end it. When you would like to end it, make sure you do a nice slow down, a nice ritardando. And you can, if you end on C, it feels like the piece is finished. I can't wait to hear this next week in class.